Our next guest is the new owner of the Bethel building in downtown Jackson and the owner of Uncharted Film Company, Jake Cross. Hi, Jake.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah, and congratulations on your new building. You bought the old Bethel lighting building. And what'd you do?
Yeah, so like you said, we bought the old Bethel lighting building. It was completely gutted, down to the studs. And the first thing we did is start talking to like city officials to kind of help us out, kind of take first steps. We didn't know what we were doing at first.
Wow. So this was like from scratch.
Yes, like bare bones. The previous owners did the demo, and then we bought it from there. So we had a lot of work to do, and a lot to learn. And yeah, we started working with people in the city who were super helpful. Started working with the MEDC, who kind of helped us with like a lot of funding, some grant money to really get going there. And yeah, for a while it was just learning and like taking it slow and meeting with a lot of people.
Do you know the history of the building, what year it was built or what it was built as?
It's funny because we've gotten a lot of like historical documents, but we haven't found like the original built date. You know, we know it's over 100 years old. And that it's grown, like they've expanded a couple times. But yeah, we still don't know the like official, first year.
Well, we know it was Bethel Lighting for a very long time.
80 years, yeah.
Yeah, so it was something else for not a long time before that.
Yeah, I think maybe no more than 20, 30 years before that. They've had it most of the time.
Well, here's some shots of the after. And so what's the building, is it 3 floors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 3 floors. The first floor is 2 commercial spaces, which we're operating out of this one right here that you see. These are earlier images. We've started to fill in the space now, but this is some of our workspace. But then we have another commercial space in front, which is now Dapper Man, and then 3 apartments between the top 2 floors.
And they are so popular that they're all rented out.
Yeah, we finished renovations in mid-April, and by the time renovations were done, we already had them claimed, and everyone was ready to move in.
Yeah, no surprise. Housing fills up just like that. Now, the downstairs, the main floor, you've got your Uncharted Film Company in the back, and Dapper Man barber salon in the front.
Yeah, and Dapper Man's been we've been working with him for a long time because he knew he wanted to be downtown. And he saw the space and reached out, and we've been able to work with him throughout the build out. And then, yeah, our business has been in the Lean Rocket Lab for a long time and just knew that we were growing and needed more space, and it's already for us, quadruple what we had there, and kind of allows us to develop more of a team and utilize a studio in our space.
So you're kind of the poster child for what the Lean Rocket Lab does.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. When we initially joined the Lean Rocket Lab, we were kind of one of the components of like marketing that they could offer startups, but we were also one of those startups that they were helping develop and build connections. And it's exactly what we were hoping for when we joined.
So who's we? Is it just you?
Well, I'm the only owner.
Okay.
We've got a small team of 3 right now, but now that we have more space, we're hoping to continue to grow. I naturally say we. But yeah.
Yes. What about Uncharted Film Company? What kind of film company are you? What do you do?
Yeah, so we specialize in commercial production, so a lot of like website and social media video content. We say we create video content to help businesses grow their audience, simplify systems, position themselves as experts, and build trust through video. And we've been able to do that for local businesses and travel quite a bit to other businesses throughout the country. So we've been very fortunate to do that. And now with the new studio, we hope to expand those services as well.
So you mentioned the MEDC. They've been helpful, I think, in a couple of ways. You've got a recent grant opportunity called the Match on Main.
Yes.
What's that?
So the Match on Main, we spoke with Beth of the DDA, and she's been so helpful. so much of our studio, we wouldn't have been able to expand this quickly without their help. But the match on Main was through the MEDC. The DDA locally kind of helped us get connected, and kind of we worked with them to create the proposal or the pitch, and they kind of presented it on our behalf. But that has, after being rewarded the grant, that a lot of the things that we wanted to do over the next year or two, we were able to kickstart with new lighting in our studio, kind of develop more of a podcasting station. We were able to use local vendors for, some like countertops and tables, so like Zimmer Marble and Crimson Oak we were able to use, and that's kind of what the grant's hope is, from the sounds of it, is grow local small businesses using local small businesses, and kind of do that on main streets and like downtowns.
Yeah, so there was, I think, maybe a dozen Match on Main grantees throughout the state, but each community that was part of the program, I think there's only one organization that was awarded the grant.
Yeah, I think depending, they try to spread it out. It sounds like it could be up to 2 maybe, but it's more common that it's 1 per community, and they do it a couple times a year at the most. But it was definitely, it was well worth it, and Beth and the DDA, was just instrumental in all of those steps. But it was a lot of work, but definitely well worth it.
So how did you get into film, and tell us about how Uncharted Film Company came about?
Yeah, I've always been interested in film and just creating videos, when I was a little kid. I think a lot of people my age were interested in doing that, but it kind of never left. So in high school, every opportunity I got, I would turn a project into a video. Went to college to get a film degree and a marketing degree, and just kind of always had in my head that I want to own my own business. I want to be able to create exciting videos for small businesses specifically. I just kind of never left. Started it while in college, and just was fortunate enough to be able to continue it afterward, and move back to Jackson.
And you're from here?
Yes.
So even better for the Match on Main and for Lean Rocket Lab is we have a homegrown guy in business that's thriving and staying and being part of this economy.
Yeah, I think that's I love Jackson. There's definitely, when you're growing up in Jackson, you hear all these things, and then when you're actually involved and you meet more of the people in the community, you realize there's a lot more to it than what you hear, and there's a lot of great people doing great things, and I think it's just exciting to kind of be a part of, where Jackson's going, even if it's just a tiny bit of it. I have a growing family too, and we don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, and just to be a part of downtown is really exciting. It kind of means a lot to our family.
How'd you get the name Uncharted?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. We started with a different name, and had a lot of people struggle with spelling it, pronouncing it, just all sorts of things. So when we started to grow, we decided let's come up with something that's a little easier to remember for one, and something that we felt like kind of fits our vibe. We do a lot of motorsports, a lot of outdoor productions, so we felt like Uncharted kind of fit the type of work that we wanted to continue to do, and it really just came down to what sounded good to us. So.
Cool. I like the name.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on the success and growth, and good luck to you and Uncharted Film Company.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The owner of a new downtown building and business, the Bethel Building and Uncharted Film Company, Jake Cross. Our next guest is working on a walk that's a fundraiser and an awareness